Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today was meant to be my top 5 beauty picks for April, but I could actually only think of 2 standout products for me for this month, and ones that were different. Obviously, if you watch me on a regular basis, you know I love my 100% Pure Luminous Primer, you know I love my Dr. Who bronzing tint, my 100% Pure bronzer, my Gosh Rebel Eyes mascara. Like, there are things I could quite easily mention over and over again, but I just think it gets a bit boring. And if I use a product regularly, you obviously know that I really enjoy it. So I thought I'd switch things up for this month, and maybe if you like it I can do it for future months. This last month I've created 15 different makeup looks, so I thought it might be quite fun to actually kind of narrow down my top 5 makeup looks I've created. Whether it be makeup tutorials, inspired looks, first impressions, yeah, try and narrow it down to my top 5 makeup looks. And like I said, if you like this video I can do it in future videos. If you think 5's too many, I should try and narrow it down to 3. Let me know. If you think I should rank them as well from 1 to 5, let me know. But for today's video they're not going to be ranked. I'm just going to give you my general top 5 makeup looks that I really loved that I did this month. And actually the 2 standout products this month I will mention because they're relevant to 2 of the makeup looks that I loved that I did this month. So I think the first look that I really loved that I did this month has to be my recreation of my DFMA training finals, the photo shoot we did at the end. So it was that 60s look which had that kind of monochrome pattern in the lid style. So it's the one I did to graduate for my makeup training, and like I said, I recreated it and I absolutely love that look, and I was so happy with how the photos turned out for the actual professional photos. And a lot of you seem to really love that makeup look when I did it and recreated it, and I have to say it was a lot tougher to do on myself, especially the flower portion, but I think it turned out quite cool. And yeah, I'm very proud of the look, obviously because it was my final look for my makeup training, but it was just a lot of fun, quite simple in terms of the rest of the makeup. It was just more eye based, and actually the pattern is quite simple. It's just trying to have a steady hand and go in and fill things in. So that was one look that I really loved that I did this month. Okay, so another look that I really loved actually features this product here. So this is one of the products I was saying that stood out to me. So this is when I did the testing of the Barry holographic eyeshadow toppers. They're not holographic, they're iridescent, kind of duochrome style. One of the looks I came up with was using this one here, this Asteroid. It's a really beautiful icy blue colour, but it does shift to purple in certain lights, and I kind of did it so it was contrasting with pink look. So I used my Modern Renaissance palette and kind of used those pinky tones, so like Love Letter, Venetian Red in there, so something very pinky on the eyes. And then I popped this on kind of like a half cut crease just here, so it's kind of an icy blue contrasting with the pinks, and I just think it looked really cool. And actually, considering it's just like a first impressions type look, I think it actually looked really cool. And a lot of you said you really liked that look as well that I came up with, and these I have to say are really lovely and a lot of fun. I think there's you are slightly limited with the looks you can do with this and kind of the wearability of this, because it is kind of more, I guess, a festival vibe or an evening kind of going out clubbing sort of product, because it's not like a rose gold or a silver kind of colour where you can use it almost where that's slightly more wearable. But I think it is a lot of fun. They're really inexpensive as well, but the look I absolutely love. It was definitely my favourite out of the 4 looks that I created for that video, and like I said, I just love the contrasting colours between the icy blue and the pinks that I had going on. I just thought it was a lot of fun, that one. Okay, so look number 3 that I really was happy with this month was actually my last video that I did. So it's the lilac eye with the pot of glitter underneath and the wing liner. And I haven't done wing liner, I rarely do wing liner, and sometimes when I do it I forget how much it kind of can really shape your eyes and can almost complete a look. And I just thought it looked really cool, and I've really been loving purple this month, as you probably could tell for some of my makeup looks. But I just thought the lilac was really beautiful, as it wasn't like a really intense kind of purple colour. And I just did it so pop, and I loved the glitter underneath. Sometimes I think adding glitter to the lower lash line is the easiest way to incorporate glitter without it being in your face. It's kind of the same with doing pops of colour. Just popping a little bit on the lower lash line can really make something, if you're not kind of used to wearing it, much more easy to wear. And I think I've done it before with the glitter under the lower lash line, but I think it looks really, really pretty. A little pop of something there, and it still looked very wearable. It was probably slightly more of a glam look for me, but it was still very wearable, and I just thought very appropriate for this time of year. Spring, a very spring-like colour. Add a little bit of the gold glitter in there, and I thought it was a lot of fun, that look. Okay, so obviously I did a collaboration this month again with Ethical M, and I have to say, out of the two looks, the green one, looking back, actually was my favourite out of the two. I thought the purple one would be, because it is slightly more wearable. It was slightly more of a sunset look, and the green one kind of I had to alter it slightly with the yellows and the oranges because it didn't quite go to plan to begin with. But I have to say, I actually really like it. It's not like a colour combination. I mean, I've done green eye looks before, definitely, but it's not a colour combination that I usually go for. And it could have gone very wrong with the yellows and the greens. It could have looked a bit muddy by accident and not so nice colours, but I actually really love how it turned out. And so that was the second product that I actually wanted to mention for this video, and it was the Makeup Revolution Iconic Division palette. So this is the palette I used to create those two looks. This is what we did our first impressions on in the collab, both of us. And yeah, so I tried to so for that look I did try to use the yellow and mix it in with some of these greens, and I have to say the yellow didn't quite work out so well, so the oranges worked really nicely with the greens and things like that. I just love the colour combination. The only thing is, I do love, so this colour here I used for the kind of intersection bit, and I was kind of slightly disappointed with this because it's not as vibrant as you would think when it comes out as it does look in the pan. However, I did go ahead and I did wet the brush afterwards, and it did make it a lot more vibrant. I still don't think it's a great eyeshadow, but in terms of how it went with the rest of the eye look, it looked really cool, I thought. And it's a very unusual colour. Again, it's kind of like a limey green. It's just a shame the pigmentation isn't the best. But yeah, like I said, in terms of the colour combination of that with the rest of the greens and the oranges in the crease, I think it actually looked really, really cool in the end. And I really loved how the look turned out. I do think this is a really cool palette. Again, it was only £4, so really inexpensive from Makeup Revolution there. And I think they're kind of bringing out a lot more really great products as well. So I have to say, I mean, I really enjoyed the whole video, I enjoyed both looks, but that green look in particular, looking back, actually really stood out, and I thought it was something a bit different from me, and I thought it looked quite cool as well. The fifth and final look that I did this month that I really enjoyed was actually not my own look. It was the video where I did a viewer design makeup, and it was Lily Loves Green on Instagram, and she wanted me to follow along to Lisa Eldridge kind of classic all occasion eye look, but duping the products for Green Beauty products. So technically the kind of look and the style was Lisa Eldridge's, but then I obviously incorporated the Green Beauty side and came up with different products to use for it. And it is a really beautiful look. It is very much an everyone kind of a universal look, so everyone can wear it. You just kind of switch out the colours depending on your skin tone and things like that for your eyes, and kind of you kind of tailor it for your eye shape and your face shape and skin tone and things like that. But it is very much a universal look, very classic, very relatively simple, and it's just one that kind of makes all your features stand out, I feel, and it's just a very beautiful, timeless look, I think. So that definitely has to be one of my favourite looks for this month for sure. Okay, so those were my top 5 makeup looks that I kind of did throughout this month. I hope you found it interesting and slightly different from the kind of beauty products side of it. I know I mentioned 2, but I just feel like sometimes monthly favourites can get very boring. That's why I try and always limit to 5, so it's not an overload of products, because I know if I watch a monthly favourite I kind of want to try all those products. I think sometimes we can push products too much, and we should maybe more talk about the techniques with the products that people have already got to hand kind of thing. But I just thought it was quite cool to see, looking back on my makeup looks, to see which of the ones I really liked and actually maybe turned out better than I thought they were going to. Or, I mean, obviously I like all the looks I come up with, but sometimes, you know, you have your favourite ones that you've done, like I said, you've surprised yourself. So let me know if you do like this style of video, and again, if you think I should limit it to 3 makeup looks instead of 5, and if you think I should rank them as well, so have my top. And do also let me know what your favourite makeup look that I've created has been for this month as well, because it would be quite interesting to know kind of which video has been the standout, or which makeup look has been the standout for you guys, and I kind of know what kind of styles you like and things like that. So again, I know this may not have been a very interesting video. I will leave links to all the makeup looks I've mentioned today down below for you in case you're interested. But yeah, I just thought something a bit different. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.